How are you today? My name is Sensei Clement. Today we're going to be working on knife drills and how to avoid the knife in a real situation. The worst thing you can do is try to block a knife. If he hits me with a knife here and I try to block this, all he needs to do is just pull back. He's cutting my wrist. Okay? If he thrusts the knife like this and I try to block it with a traditional front stance, just pull that knife out. I'm cut. If you ever had a 12-year-old girl pick up a marker, she'll just flare it all over you, and you'll have marks everywhere. That's what's going to happen in a knife fight. So the best way is defanging the snake. If he comes with a number one, I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to cut it here, I'm going to cut it here, I'm going to cut it here, I'm going to cut it here. So I really don't try to block that energy. I just let it flow. I just send him where he's going, and I'm intercepting that. Now if I do it with my hand, if I drop my knife here, and I do it with my hand, give it a hit here, I'm blocking with this, and then I'm sending it in its direction in here. So when I block, I want to block with this part of my arm, which is the forearm, not the inside, because that's where the arteries are and that's where the veins are. If he cuts me in the inside here, cut me in the inside V, this is going to be very damaging. If he cuts me in the outside, it's just a little cut. It's like any other cut. I'm just going to move in here. Okay? You don't want to get cut in the first place, but you want to make sure you avoid that in here. So give me it nice and hard. I'm going to avoid that in here. Okay? Now, I want to pick up my knife and we're going to do a little flow drill counter-reaction response. Okay, so he comes in here. We're just doing the first flow drill in here. Now what this is doing is getting us aware to where our attack is, where our defense mechanisms are, where our body is. Same thing with trapping and flow drills. It's almost the same concept here, folks. See that? Now we can speed it up a little bit here, just like that. See? Now what I'm doing here is when he comes in here, I'm just hooking here. Then I'm taking it in here. Okay, now if he blocks that, that's fine. He's coming in here, I'm cutting in here, and I'm moving in here. And then he's cutting in here. So one more time, this is a basic flow drill taught in a Littehurst branch of guys martial arts in here. He's just in here, he's checking in here, I'm checking in here, and I'm just doing this little flow drill just like that. Now, one flow drill is not enough. Just like one weapon is not enough. You use a hammer to hit a nail. But then if you need a screwdriver and you have a screw, you're not going to use a hammer, you're going to use a screwdriver. So each tool is made for a different purpose. Just like each flow drill or each block is made for a different purpose. Maybe sometimes the per side would be good. Maybe sometimes it wouldn't be good the per side. You're going against a big guy, you just step out of the way and do something else here. So it's the same thing with the flow drills here. He's going to give me a hit in here. I'm just going to do another flow drill in here. Okay? In the Filipino, forget it, forget this one. He's